Hello, this is Ken Ferrie with this week's Boots in the Field report. While the rain is slowing down or stopping a lot of the fall work, it's been a welcome sight to restock the water table and sets us up for some good freezing and thaw cycles this winter. We received a good amount of rain over the past 3 weeks without much ponding to go with it. So that's a good sign that we're soaking it all in, flushing this soil out, getting us ready for next year. Getting questions on what to do about fall tillage or strip till that didn't get done before the rains? Strip tillers should always have a plan B for falls like this. One is to be ready in case that window opens up in December to finish up. But remember, a bad strip doesn't make a good seedbed. If you have access to row freshener, you can clean up some of these rough strips before planting. My advice, if you have a row freshener, is make that your plan B. Make your strips next spring with the freshener a week or two ahead of planting. I'm not a fan of running a strip till bar with a knife in the spring. And while it works better in the sandier soils than it would in the clays, it tends to create a rough and kind of tough seed bed to plant into. Good seed beds have uniform moisture at seed depth. Running a knife in the spring, you'll become very dependent on timely rainfall to settle that strip, reset that moisture, without the help of freezing and thawing. Take the knives off and let the row cleaners and the coulters do the work. When it comes to fall tillage, it really depends on what system you're running. If you're in the horizontal tillage system, where you're going to be fall chiseling followed by 1 or 2 horizontal passes next spring, like the field cultivator, soil finisher, disc, you've got a lot of time. Your fall pass will be more of a function of traction. Can you pull it? In a horizontal system, you don't need to have full width shatter because your finishing pass is what makes the seedbed. This primary pass can be done in the spring, but you'll need to keep your finishing pass coupled to the primary pass if this happens, beyond the window of freezing and thawing to help you melt down those clods. Now, if you're in a vertical system, you still need to get full width shatter with your primary tillage. Your primary tillage is part of your seedbed. Full width shatter is a function of shank spacing, shank depth, soil moisture, horsepower, traction. No matter when this tillage is done, we need the top 4 to 6 inches to be shattered. This is harder to do with the disc rippers, where you're trying to go deep. Going to be easier to do with the hybrid chisels running closer shank spacings. If you're already in a vertical system, farming without layers, my suggestion would be make your plan B no-till. This has been a good fall for no-till. No combine or grain carts to deal with. You have plenty of time to put your burn down on for weed control, your fall burn down. And if planting a no-till bean stubble creates more anxiety than you can handle, hit it in the spring real light with your vertical harrow. No angle and very shallow. Dealing with a number of liming questions lately. Liming on those unsecured leases. Farmers not sure they'll be farming that land in the near future. In some cases, it's due to potential of that land to be developed. Solar projects are the big one that's gobbling up farm ground. It doesn't seem right to me to take some of the most fertile ground in Illinois out of production for solar when we have 9.5 billion people to feed. But that's a rant for another day. I understand the why because of what these landlords are being offered. If you might lose land to a solar project, I would want some insurance in writing that you would be reimbursed for the lime applied for the last 4 years. Solar farms don't need limestone to produce electricity, and they don't need farmers. I would ask for it in writing. Once this lime is spread, we can't get it back. I would be careful of what I do with my P and K on these parcels as well. Getting good sign up for the Beyond the Basic video series that starts on December 3rd through the 17th. There'll be 5 sessions. It's been approved for 11 CEU credits. This is geared to our new customers or the next generation joining the farm. It's also a good place for your employees to pick up some agronomy, and a lot of people like it for review. It's a lot of agronomy, but in a video series, you can go at your own pace. For CropTech customers, it's free. Just call the office to register and get your unlock code. Non-CropTech customers, you just go to our website at croptechinc.com and click on the Beyond the Basics tab and get yourself registered. Sign up is underway for our virtual Winter College on January 9th for those of you who weren't able to attend the summer event. Again, to get registered at our website, just click on the virtual Winter College tab. Those of you who attended the summer event are already registered, and you'll receive updates and registration code by email. About half of the CropTech crew will be headed to the woods this weekend to do our part in curbing the deer population to make the roads safer for everyone. We wish all the other hunters out there a safe and bountiful hunt. To stay up to date, check out our website at croptechinc.com and subscribe to our podcast, Boots in the Field Report. Keep her safe, keep her moving.